Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about how it feels to drive a BMW 900cc motorcycle after you have actually done a trip on a Royal Enfield Hunter 350. So I just came back from Mahabaleshwar. Of course, I don't have my own bike in Pune, so I kept looking for some nice one to hire. I went to Mahabaleshwar with my wife. It's kind of an annual ritual when we take the kids to their grandparents' house. We get some time off, so we push off to the hills. Last year we went to Karjat, but I was lucky that I didn't have my F900 at that point of time, and I actually hired the TNT Benelli TNT GT. I think it's a 660cc parallel twin, pretty decently powerful, but supremely heavy motorcycle. So that gave me a good, so to say, rhythm and confidence, most importantly, to actually look at buying my own sports motorcycle after a long time. I still have my college Hero Honda Charisma 225cc Honda engine, single cylinder, standing in my basement. Of course, I can't drive around on it anymore, but that's more for the memory of my college days and a very important gift from my dad. So that's the history of the Honda Charisma. But coming back to riding the F900 right after coming back from Mahabaleshwar. So this is like I just jumped onto it right now, and I'm going to my favorite spot, which is Ducks and Dogs Cafe at Leopard Trail. It's a beautiful morning for after Diwali, and of course you can see the haze, you can see the pollution, but that's a part of life out here. So it's going to die its own death. We need to do what we need to do, which is basically ride and enjoy our life in India. And of course, if you are interested in watching content around India versus other countries, I'm well traveled. We hold a Australian permanent residency, and we still choose to stay out here and not to move there because, frankly, there's no point. You need to go somewhere to fit in. But that's in my other video. You can very well go and watch it, yeah, where I talk about immigration, geopolitics, economy, and the impact of technology on our lives. So that's the four key topics. But today's topic is different, which is motorcycling. So now, finally, I'm sorry for blabbering around. Now I'm moving to my primary topic, which is Hunter 350 versus BMW F900. It's not a comparison, it's just a feeling on what changes when you hop on to a bike that's priced almost, or if I compare on road to on road, it's priced close to 10 times of the other bike. So Hunter 350 about 1.5 lakhs. On road BMW F900XR Bombay, I think, will be about 15 lakhs. So I'm not just doing a math to do a clickbait out here. It's actually 10x the price. Is it 10x the feeling? That's the point. Is it 10x the feeling? And I'll be very honest, brutally honest, it's not. Is the feeling great? I am elated. When I hopped onto this one today morning, I was just so happy. It was so punchy. The engine, the overall throttle response is great. Like it's out of the world. I have no words to describe. Like, of course, I'm comparing 105 brake horsepower to maybe a 38 or 40 brake horsepower, a 350cc single cylinder to a 900cc parallel twin. But I'm the point of doing this is that if you have driven a motorcycle for 2 days straight, we went for a ride from Pune to Mahabaleshwar, then back to Pune, then had a few days of break, and then I came back to Gurgaon, and then suddenly jumped onto it. So my hand still wanted to rotate the throttle the same way I did at in the Mahabaleshwar trip. So, but I'm telling you, this motorcycle is a beast in front of that. It's a sheer beast. You turn the throttle and you feel the punch. It's just like it's. So I'll just show you. I'm just going to one. right now and see the punch. See the punch right here. And if I have to do this on a Royal Enfield, uh, I will really have to wait. Those few seconds of wait for it to actually gain the RPM, for it to actually, give you the response that you need from a motorcycle which is 350 cc. It does take time, and it does take some bit of heartburn at your end, right? So you want it to be punchy, you want it to be fast, you want it to be, giving you the same feeling, but it's just not there. And the torque is, frankly, with a pillion and some bit of luggage for an overnight stay at Mahabaleshwar, it was, frankly, uphill was a big pain in the ass, if I, for the lack of any better terminology. So we really struggled, and I've traveled with her on this uh, in Missouri. Like, I went alone, but riding pillion in the hills, we went for a ride to Landor and other places. This is beautiful. Just look at the throttle response right now, right? So it's just that, would you like to, you know, pay 10x the price for this? Only do it if you can afford it. Frankly speaking, it's worth it. But does the Royal Enfield 350cc Hunter, which is basically the bare minimum that Royal Enfield gives you, right? It's like it's no digital screens. There is a normal old age speedometer. It's a bare basic motorcycle. Um, by the way, the seat was insanely comfortable for a going and coming back 8 hour journey. I didn't have any pain in my ass. The real pain was the throttle response and the torque. However, the third key point that I would like to mention, which of course comes along with heavy motorcycles as a complementary point, is the stability at high speed. So that is something which, of course, a BMW will offer you, a Suzuki V-Storm 800DE will offer you, a Transalp will offer you from Honda. And in this, I'm talking about this segment, of course, right? So if you go higher, if you go to Ducati, you go to the Multistrada and all, it will be even better. And even if you have to go higher within BMW range, if you go to the 1300cc, the GS, and beyond. Of course, it keeps increasing with weight and the engine capacity, but the confidence at a three-digit speed, which is 100 kilometers hour plus plus, is really very different uh, in 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 a smaller motorcycle. Like, I could not really confidently maneuver it. I started feeling a little scared that, if something goes wrong from a perspective of uh, the motorcycle, tipping off or something, it's going to be a bad fall, and I won't be able to control it. So light motorcycle, 80, 90 cruising speed is where you can. And hold your breath when I tell you this. I have taken this one to 185 kilometers per hour. I could not record it at that point of time. I think I did. If I'll try to post that and as a reel and put a link out here, but I don't remember it. So there are some nice, clean motorcycles in front of. I love it. I love Saturday, Sunday mornings out here in Leopard Trail area. So that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for listening on. And if you like what I say, if you like what I do, just subscribe and like my video. Just put a comment, hey, hi, whatever you want to say to me. I would try to respond to you, and I don't do this for a living, but I do this to spread a word about whatever I am doing in my life and what I think about the four topics that I mentioned, which are in other videos of mine, which is immigration, geopolitics, economy, and the impact of technology on our life. So thank you so much. I am about to reach my destination, and the last part here is a little off road, so I'll just kind of stand up behind these fellas and cross the goats, and here I come. It's the Ducks and Dogs Cafe right here where we're gonna take our bikes downstairs. I hope these folks are not going there because I like it silent. And yeah, they're going further. That's perfect. So thank you for tuning in and see you later.